Okay, y'all, I'm gonna make some biscuits. I bought some sausage yesterday, and I think maybe I might like sausage and biscuits, during the week. And I'm gonna go ahead and make some biscuits ahead of time so that when I want a sausage and biscuit, they'll already be ready. So I'm going to use the recipe for white lily flour. I'm going to use the recipe that's on the back of the package. It calls for 1/4 of a cup or 4 tablespoons of shortening. I'm using Crisco shortening. It calls for 2/3 to 3 cups, 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. So I'll just measure out 3/4 of a cup. And then 2 cups of white lily flour. I should have measured my flour first, but that's all right. I'll do it this way. I already got my oven heating up. I got it set. It's the little air fryer, and I got it heating up to, I think I set it for 435. Okay, let me mix this shortening in with the buttermilk. Stir it around, just squishing it between my fingers. Gotta add some flour. Stir that around. A little bit more flour. Okay, get this all mixed up. You want your dough to be a little moist. Hands. And you kind of know if your biscuits are going to be good because you can kind of feel them rising in your hands when you're mixing them up. It's like that dough is moving and growing. Okay. All right. Now I'll put some flour on my counter and shape them up. That way if I get my biscuits made ahead of time, like, cook a piece of sausage and think, I might like to have some sausage gravy. So I can have that. Maybe sometimes I could have eggs, whatever I feel like making. Because some mornings I wake up and I'm hungry and I want something, but I'm not willing to make anything. Okay, let me get a little bit of shortening and put it on my skillet here. Okay. Get it up. Okay. Put that off to the side. Give myself a little room. Oh, there's a wasp on the counter. Oh no, that's a dirt dauber. Okay, let me get this dough out of here. lightly turn them in that flour so they don't stick. Don't want to work them too much, because the more you handle them, the tougher they are. Okay, I got my biscuit cutter here. Lay them out. Kind of tuck that tail under. That's a technique I learned from my husband. Instead of cutting them out in the center, just scoop them up like that. And the back of the package says, I'll find it, hold on. For softer biscuits, arrange so that edges almost touch. So, yeah, I want a light and fluffy biscuit. Okay. My sister, on occasion, will make pimento cheese biscuits, and oh, they're good. That's a good supper biscuit. Okay. And then you have the last biscuit that's always oddly shaped. And the back of the package says that when they're done, you can brush them with butter if you want. Some people like to put a little milk on top. Everybody's different. And if you've ever watched Miss Brenda Gant, she's a good Southern cook. You know, she got popular making her video about making biscuits. And she can whip those biscuits out. And I tell you, I have a friend, her name is Trina, and I still say to this day that Miss Trina is the best biscuit maker there ever was. I mean, that woman can make some biscuits, and her husband likes them little, and so she makes them. She uses a small biscuit cutter. All right, I'm gonna go put these in the oven. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 biscuits. I guess this must be like a 3 or 3.5 inch cutter. Okay. The oven is, or the air fryer is on 440. Okay, let me clean up this mess here. And that little bit of shortening that I used to grease my pan, I'm going to save that. No need of throwing it out. I'll use it again. Put that back in the little plastic container. Put the top on it. See, biscuits they're really not hard once you get the right ingredients. I mean, I tried for years to make biscuits. My husband loved biscuits. And I tried. I mean, I never had to throw them out. They weren't that bad. But they were just not like I wanted them to be. And it wasn't until after he passed away that I found that if I used White Lily self-rising flour, Crisco shortening, and whole buttermilk, that I would get a good biscuit every time. So that's what I do. White Lily flour costs more than, say, the store brand, but I usually just saved my white lily flour for making biscuits. That's like my special stash or whatever. Oh. So I always keep that on hand for when I want some good biscuits. Okay, where's my towel? Let's wipe all this up. Yeah, I bought several things. I bought a whole chicken yesterday and a new bottle of canola oil. I thought I would fry y'all a whole chicken. I'm gonna show you how I cut my whole chicken and you know, fry it up and everything. And I was thinking, I think I've forgotten how to cook fried chicken. I've made fried chicken, and I did fry up some boneless, skinless thighs, but that's not really fried chicken, like, you know, cutting up a whole chicken and frying it and all that. So I'm gonna do that later on in the week. And I bought a bag of Granny Smith apples. I thought I'd make a apple pie, and my sister gave me some blueberries, so I need to do something with those. And bought some fresh cherries. They were 99 cents a pound. I couldn't pass those up. And I thought I'd make something with those. And so we'll just see how I feel. I wake up in the morning and I never know what I'm going to cook. I just come here in the kitchen and think, I think I might like to cook so-and-so. And that's how I do it. That's how I like to cook. Just come in the kitchen and see what's there and make something, you know. It's almost a surprise to me. So I'll be back when the biscuits are done. I might even eat one. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Alright, I melted a little butter. I usually don't do melted butter on top. Just, you know, saving steps, but I'll do it because that's what the package says and give y'all an idea. Now, from the start to finish, it was less than 25 minutes mixing up these biscuits and putting them in the oven and getting them out. And, you know, when you're cooking for your family, you don't want to waste a lot of time. You want to get your meal on the table. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll take this one. Oh, it's floating away. Oh. All right, I'm gonna open this up, pour the rest of the butter on here. Okay, now I am gonna put a little molasses on there. I think it'd be nice if I had some blackstrap molasses. I really like those. It's a pretty strong flavor. Okay, let's try this biscuit out. Who knows, maybe I'll have sausage and biscuits for supper. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh my. Light and fluffy. And if you want your biscuits taller, then don't roll them out as thin. You can make them as tall and, you know, whatever size you want as far as your biscuit cutter. Choice is all yours. It's just nothing like a biscuit. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the biscuit making. I think they turned out better than that peach batter pudding. Peach batter pudding. Yes. I had to make up for that thing. All right. Y'all have a good afternoon, a good evening. And remember, be kind to someone. Someone needs your kindness today. Bye. I wanted to add something about the biscuits. The reason white lily flour is better for biscuits is because their protein amount is in the flour is 12%, and most flours are higher than that, like 14, 16. I don't know, maybe even they could go up to 18. But because it's a white winter wheat, and it's only got 12% protein in the flour, that's why they're so the flour makes great biscuits. So just a little addition to what I had already told you. I'll see you. Bye.